Right, guys. I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, but as you should know, it's the final drop of 2020. What year are we on? 2025. And this happens this Sunday, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST, which is New York or Eastern Standard Time, whatever you guys want to call it. And what we're dropping is this clipper, right? This clipper, and there is two special things with this drop. And before we get into that, before I explain to you properly what's going on and what the special things are, let's just talk about what's happened this week. We'll just talk about some different stuff that's happened this week, and yeah, we've got to address this one thing. This because right, I'm laughing so much, right? Oh, so some guy I was reading this morning. This is just one example of this, and he was saying to me, everyone's like saying that the barber plug posted a thing like saying what's the best clipper, and everyone, as they do, well, not everyone, but a majority of people now, as they do, we're all in the comments saying TPOB, TPOB play, blah blah blah, best blah 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 blah, and then always you get these negative haters who are like, they've moved the goalpost now. They've moved the goalpost to, like, they used to say we suck and we couldn't sell anything. They moved the goalpost to, yeah, you've done well, but this, and this. And we got this one douchebag, and he said, because I said that we sold way more than number 1 and 2 this year, which is true. We did. We actually did. But he then said, Toyota also sells twice as much quantity as Lamborghini and Ferrari combined. It doesn't mean they deserve to be at the top of the list because they have sold more total units sold. So, just means, so he's basically saying people are only buying TPOB. We're only the best selling clipper because people can afford to buy it. Now, first of all, is that a diss? So he's saying our target market can afford to buy the machines. And also, I take a little bit of offense of Toyota because I like to think of myself more as like an Audi or a Nike. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, does Nike suck because it's not as expensive as Louis Vuitton? And also, Lamborghini and Ferrari are not that good. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever had the, I was going to say pleasure, but like, Lamborghini is just not that good, really. I don't know. In my opinion, they're just not that good. They're just, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a bad example. So I said, no, Toyota actually sells thousands of times more quantity than Lamborghini. Because it does. It doesn't just sell double. Like, if Lamborghini sell 10 cars, Toyota doesn't sell 20. Toyota will sell like 20,000. It's a whole different ball game. And I said, Lamborghinis are a horrible quality. You'd know if you weren't such a little brokey hater and could drive one. Which is also true. Like, he doesn't have the experience to be using that kind of example. And instead of this, he said, that's what I said. Toyota's selling more quantity than Lamborghini. Are you reading comprehension skills, not a skill, bruv? Is it? This is where I thought he must be stupid, because I clearly read what he said and corrected him. They sell thousands of times more units, not just double. He said, 10 out of 10 chance you lease and loan every major expense in life like the masses, Mr. Brokey. Right, so lease and loan every expense you've got. I do rent an apartment and I do rent a car, but here's the thing, what people don't tell you, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of an economic lesson, right? When you get to the stage in life where you can be counted as an accredited investor, and this is boring and nothing to do with barbering, banks will lend you money at a 1% interest rate. It's probably not relevant this to Americans because you guys are banned from like every every country in the world for banking almost because your government's so strict. But banks will lend you money at 1%. So it's actually, once you get to a certain thing, it's cheaper to lend money than it is to spend your own. It's actually beneficial because you could have, say you have $1 million, right? And you invest $1 million into some index fund, and that index fund pays you 5% a year. And you want to buy a car, right? So what could you do? You could use your money, or you could put your money in an index fund, earn 5%, borrow the money for the car, and pay only 1% interest. So on that section of that money, you're actually gaining 4% by using the loan. But this is too much this is not why I'm here. I am not bossy, or you know what I mean? I'm not giving up a barber. This is financial advice. I'm just saying it's a fucking dumb statement. It wouldn't be a dumb statement if I was some dumbass little kid using credit cards on a 300% interest rate or something like that. But know your audience for when you're trying to speak financial literacy to, okay? Right. And he said, go and talk to all your investors of your company and tell them that you were never broke and still tell them that you were never broke and still broke because you could have built what you built without them. Just because you have wealth and accomplishments of the company you do now doesn't mean you got there without help or investors. If you were standing on all this richer than your favourite rapper, which you claim to be, which we know you are not, then you'd be broke yourself and you'd be self-made. Then you'd no, you're not. Then you're broke yourself, or you'd be self-made. There's different levels of being broke. Hold that L, Mr. Brokey. I want to dig into this a little bit, but I said to him, you thinking I'm so successful that I must have investors is the biggest compliment you could have ever gave me. Thank you, sir. Because now what he's saying there is, TPOB, the company's doing extremely well, but you, ugly little man in the mask, could not have done it without these investors. What I don't know who he's talking about, to be honest with you, because there is no investor in the planet who would let me behave like this. And investors, it just doesn't happen, right? So I think this just speaks to people of how they are as well. It's like if you do something, they want to make it. But I can tell you right now, we don't do finance. You can ask anybody who's ever dealt with me, any distributor, anything. I don't do finance. I'll pay you in 30 days. I don't do any of that shit. It's literally the rules of the playground, right? You don't, if you're, right, if you're selling weed, right? Not that I advise this. The only time you get big problems with that is if you affect someone else's business who's tougher than you, or you borrow people money, you owed money. Because then instead of growing your business, you're focusing on collecting the money. So I don't believe in loans. I don't believe in anything like that. I never take loans. I never take finance options. Like, never want to, never will need to. And I'm never going to. I don't care what the offer is. I don't care if it's Walmart. I don't care if it's fucking Donald Trump. I'm not going to take that offer because you don't need to. And when you do it and when you pull it off and it works up, you're not in any debt, no debt at all, right? And I advise this to all you guys as well. If you can possibly stomach to grow your business, scale your business without taking debt or without borrowing money. Not that borrowing money is bad if you get it at a good interest rate, but sometimes you have to give away equity of your company. Like I own 100% of all my companies. I've not given 5% to the 20%. No, none of them. Will I in future? I don't know. If fucking Jeff Bezos comes along and says, I'll give you 200 million for 25% of TPOB, I might be tempted, or even 50. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm too good for it. I'm just saying I never gave away any equity. I own 100% of all my equity. So I don't know why you said this. I just want to read this. Could never build what you built without, but right. Only people we've got to thank really for building the company is me, my mother, my guy in China, Brian, and a very few other people we've helped along the way. But those people are I can think of, and John, and Who else? I'm actually sorry if I'm forgetting anyone, but yeah, the only people who've helped me. But obviously, you still do all the work yourself. Like you could thank all your staff. I can thank all my staff help. Yeah, but specifically my mum, she's really helped on the book side because what happened with me at the start of the business is we grew so fast, right? We grew to like a multi-million-dollar get this, right? We grew to a multi-million-dollar company without me ever tracking a single number. I never had a spreadsheet. I never had anything. I'm talking nothing. Like it would flabbergast you. I used to do it all in my brain. So I used to like order, think of what I had to order for the brand, think of the new products, and never had anything written down. Just had the Shopify account. If nothing was written down, nothing was organized, nothing was in any folders. So she's come in and helped me do all that. But no, nothing. It was mad. It was absolutely mad. But anyway, fuck this. Let's get back to business, right? So the two things that are cool on the drop, which is 7 p.m. EST tomorrow, is sorry, I'm just eating a bunch of chicken. No, that's not why I'm burping. Because of 7 Up. Where is it? 7 Up sugar free. Yeah, that's why I'm burping. Not burping off chicken. The fuck. Anyway, too much bubbles, you know. So the drops tomorrow. Let me try and place it. Hold on. Try and place these up there so you can see them. Right. So tomorrow's drops. These two. The special thing is the golden tickets. So 2 of these clippers, I don't know if it's the blue or the purple, it's random, have got a ticket on them. One's got a $1,000 golden ticket on them, and one's got a $500 golden ticket on them. So 2 lucky people are going to win a $1,000 or a $500 TPOB shopping spree. And that's just a bonus. That's just like, hey, when we're going to do stuff like that, like going forward in multiple drops, and it's going to be cool. And I'm hoping, to be honest with you, we've had this rule. I've got a target for the play 2, right? Or the play max, or whatever we're going to call it. I've got a target for that. If we hit it, I'm thinking about giving away a car, like giving away, you know, like a BMW 3 Series or something cool. Not something I'm not going to give you a fucking Hyundai, you know what I mean? I'll try and give away like a BMW. Anyway, so what we're saying here is the cool thing about this is they all come, right? You can obviously got to choose the right option. You can buy it without it. I think you can anyway. But all the ones, they all come with the free Echo Blade. Now, I know what people are thinking. Hold on, let me get a thumbnail. Now, I know what people are thinking. Would you just? I don't give a shit what you think. I don't give a shit. Don't be in the comments talking about lawsuits or anything because I do not. I've never cared about lawsuits. Never been scared of them. Never will be. I do not bow down to people thinking they own a name of something. Right. So, anyways, this is the TPOB Echo Blade. This is the blue zirconia cutter. Super, super, super deep tooth. Listen, look. Don't know if it's focusing. I might need to get out of the way. Anyway, you can kind of see. So that comes with it. And also this. With the blades, they come this one as well, which is a metal injection molded one. And the reason for that is a lot of talk about these ones are quite fragile. So they're not going to, obviously not going to just break easily, but I don't think they have the longest lifespan. So that's why I also wanted to include a metal one. Both blades are excellent though. But yeah, so you've got the metal one as well as the ceramic one. So, yeah. That's it. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's just be a lesson to everybody, right? Don't let anyone try and shame you for being Toyota. You know what I mean? Don't let them try and shame you for being, you're not Louis Vuitton. You're not Lamborghini. Fuck Lamborghini. Have you ever seen a cool person in a Lamborghini? I always thought if I bought a Lamborghini, I'd be the first cool person to ever drive a Lamborghini. You never really see it, do you? You just see fucking dreamers or posers or fake people in them. That's all you see. But yeah. Okay. So that's it. 7 p.m. EST time. The link's in the description and it's pinned at the top of this video. Free Echo blades. For the first 15 minutes, it's $99.95 with a free blade. That's both of them. But you don't just get the Echo blade, bear in mind. The Echo blade doesn't come on it. You get the chunk blade. So it comes with the chunk blade, but you get a free Echo blade. This is free. Understand? Free of charge. So, yeah, just wanted to let you know that. Have a good day. Let me know any questions in the comments. I'll be replying. It's Saturday. I'm currently not really doing much apart from working, exercise, and, just productive life stuff. So I'm going to reply to all your comments. So peace out. And, see you soon.